Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mental Health Mondays with the Crystallina Perspective. So in today's video, this is going to be part 1 of 2 of my story regarding borderline personality and about caregiving. So basically this caregiving video is going to be split up into 2 parts simply because I want my supporter to come and give you guys some information regarding what you need and why caregiving is so important. And I want her to talk to some caregivers, like for those people that may be taking care of a friend, family member, loved one who is experiencing depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, whatever. And I wanted her to come and give some information. So unfortunately, she's not here with me at this moment. So I just had to keep the Monday momentum rolling. So we're gonna talk, I've like said so like 55 times, y'all forgive me. But we're gonna continue with the video and we're gonna talk about why caregiving and having a caregiver is so important. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so as you guys may or may not know, I am the Crystallina Perspective and I have borderline personality disorder. And for the past few Mondays, we have been talking about different things regarding what's been going on with my diagnosis, disorder, and just a little bit of my experience thus far. Note, we have a lot of things to talk about, and I encourage you guys to please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. I love reading all of your messages that you guys send in my inbox, and I love telling you guys about my journey because I am here to help. So caregiving 101. It is essential that you have a support team whenever you're dealing with any type of mental health disorder. Why do I say that? Because if you ever spend any time in a mental hospital, that is going to be one of the first things that they get you to do. They're going to get you to identify some people that can be like truly rocking in your circle. Now, as you guys know, I experienced my mental health hospital, all of that drama back in 2016. And with all of that, I basically am still learning. I'm still developing, growing, etc., etc. But I have truly learned who is in my corner and who is not in my corner. And what I mean by that is there are so many people that are like, oh, call on me if you need anything. Let me know if you need something, what have you. But there are so few people that will truly be there. Now, in 2016, as I've told you guys before, I just went through a whole mental health breakdown and everything was new for me. So I truly had to stop, identify some supporters, and lean on those people. Now, there were not a long list of people that I had that was supporting me, just being honest. I have more people now, but I had friends, I had family members that like stopped talking to me, stopped fooling with me. A lot of people was like, you just need to pray. Prayer is what you need. There's nothing wrong with you. You just want attention. I mean, the list goes on and on. But there were a few core people in my circle, and I am so thankful for them. Thank God for y'all. Shout out to y'all. You know who you are. I appreciate it. And they basically took on that caregiver role in my life. So when I was discharged, my current roommate and best friend was one of the people who agreed to be my caregiver, to be my supporter, to be my ride or die, what have you. And it's what, 17, 18, 19, 3 years later, and she's still rocking with me. And for that, I am so loyal and so thankful for, simply because it's hard to have people in your corner that are gonna rock with you, but it's even harder for these people to not only, one, come out of their comfort zone, because mental health is something that's very uncomfortable for a lot of people to say, I got you, I'm gonna be your caregiver, I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that you getting what you need. And 3, you know, deal with it. Like, there was a lot of things that happened in our relationship that caused us to practically almost fall apart. For example, I would experience mania and I would go manic on her. But, you know, there was times when she would get really sick and tired of it and she would just like leave the house for a little bit. But for the most part, she's always stayed beside my side. I had people that would text, call, check on me, and that is what you need. So that's like caregiving one-on-one. The first thing you need to do is establish supporters, because this is gonna be a difficult journey. This is gonna be something new. This is gonna be something that, oh my God, like, honestly, you can't even prepare for it. Just being real with you guys, like, you think you know everything that's gonna happen. You think you know how everything is gonna go down, and you don't. Let me just be real, you don't. One day you could be feeling like $1,000,000. The next day you could be laying in your bed crying. The next day you could be manic and going off on everybody. It just all depends on the mental health disorder that you have. So it is very essential that you get people that are caregivers to you and supporters for you. And in a nutshell, that's basically like just the nuts and bolts of it. So like I stated, I identified my supporters and caregivers. And then something you have to do, and she's gonna, like I said, she's gonna come on the next video and tell you guys as caregivers some things to expect and basically what you should do as a caregiver to make sure you're taking care of yourself. And for the most part, I would say having a mental health disorder, you have to learn how to deal with your disorder yourself, for one. And then for 2, you also have to understand that yes, you have supporters and caregivers, but they're not going to do the work for you. They don't feel your emotions. They don't read your mind. They don't do any of those things. They're just there to support you. And so you have to be willing to do the work. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, for like 1.5 years, I wasn't willing to do the work. I wanted my supporters and caregivers to do it all for me. I wanted them to feel what I felt. I was angry, I was sad, I was mad, I was all of that. But I have learned that just like any physical disorder, people can't feel your pain. People can't take on your pain. They may can empathize with you, but you're the one who has to stop and say, okay, what is this emotion that I'm feeling? Why am I feeling it? What is causing me to feel this? How can I deal with it? You have to be the big enough person to stop and do those things. Do evaluation, make yourself aware. Practice your coping skills. Go to support groups. Go to meetings. Go to your therapy sessions. If you're seeing a psychiatrist, if you're seeing a psychiatrist for medications or what have you, you're the one who has to put the work in. Your caregivers are there to help you, but they're not there to do the work for you. And that was something that I had to learn and I had to understand. And at the beginning, I didn't get it. I wanted everybody to be at fault. And really, it's nobody's fault. You know, it's, hey, this situation happened to me. I did not deal with the emotions. But there's no directly finger pointing, because some people can deal with their emotions, some people can't. Some people, you know, they've dealt with so many things in their lifetime to where it has caused them to have depression, PTSD. Some people become schizophrenic or what have you. Those things aren't things that people be like, okay, God, today I'm gonna be bipolar. And by being bipolar, I want to make sure I work on everybody's nerves. That's not how illnesses happen. Just like physical illnesses, people don't wake up and say, today is the day I'm gonna have a heart attack, let's do it. People do not do that. So you have to, one, be forgiving of yourself. Okay, I got a mental health disorder, I have a mental health illness, I'm having a mental health crisis, I'm having a mental health whatever. Okay, I'm having this problem. Who can I lean on to help hold me accountable for putting in the work? Okay, I have Billy, Bob, Joe, and Sally. 4 people. Awesome. Out of these 4 people, who can I depend on to be in a caregiver role? So let's say I'm having a bad day and today I don't want to take any medications. Whatever the case may be, this person is going to be a ride or die, and it's going to get on my nerves enough to the point where I'm like, okay, you know what? You're right. You got a point. I said I want to get better. So in order for me to get better, let me go take my meds. Let me go practice my coping skills. And then out of these other 3 people, what person is going to be what? What person can I go to talk to? What person can I go and hang out with? That is how you have to view your caregiving and support system. You basically have to figure out which people are going to be the most beneficial to help you to yield the best results towards your treatment, towards results, towards helping you, one, overcome your mental illness, crisis, whatever, what have you, as well as to stay within that regimen. It's kind of like a person who the doctor is like, you're obese and you have diabetes, this, that, and that. Okay? And you need to start exercising. So who am I going to count on to be an accountability partner? Same difference. So when it comes to caregiving, there's a lot of things that are involved with it. But coming from the patient mental health side, it's important that you identify key people. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people in your life that you know, what am I trying to say? Okay, got it. I'm not saying that you have to cut everybody off. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when it comes to your mental health disorder, illness, what have you, you have to identify people that are going to help you stay on track so you don't have to cut people off. You don't have to, say, oh, well, I'm not going to talk to so-and-so, so-and-so. The point is you just have to identify people that are going to rock with you with the mental health disorder. And you have to identify those caregiver supporters in your life that are going to truly help you. Now, there are some people in your life that are just cool. They're your kicking with people. They're your shopping with people. They're not the people that you may need in your circle for mental health. And that's fine. But my lesson for you guys today and my purpose of this video for you guys today is to establish a strong support system as well as some good firm caregivers that are going to, one, be there for you, and 2, going to help you to accomplish those mental health goals that you have set in place. And that's just the nuts and bolts of it. For as being a caregiver of someone with a mental health disorder, I will say it can be difficult. You have never seen your loved one, friend, cousin, whatever you want to call them, in this type of status. You've never seen them at rock bottom. And I'm going to be honest, you're going to see them at rock bottom. You're going to see some things that you didn't even think could happen. But at the same time, you have to stay grounded, even as a caregiver, even as a supporter. So, as I've stated, my caregiver supporter, Bam Bam, will come on the next video, and she will talk to you guys about how it was caring for me. I already kind of gave you guys a spiel of just my experience with the supporter caregiver role. I had people in my life, thankfully. However, I lost a lot of people as well. Now, some of those people are coming back into my life, but I know that you know, that's when you have to start learning boundaries, and that'll be a video as well, because boundaries is a really tough thing when you're dealing with a mental health disorder. It's really hard. So I hope that these Mental Health Monday videos are educational to you, are helpful, are inspiring. If you're out there struggling with a mental health disorder, I encourage you to not give up. This is not the end of life. You have so much more life to live. You have so many more things to do. And I also want to be an encourager of that. I am living proof. I still have my days. I still, struggle with things, but I'm a nurse now. I'm working on my RN. I'm doing things that I need to do to make me happy. I'm traveling. I'm working on my own business. So my thing is, there is no illness under the sky that can stop you from doing whatever purpose God has called you to do, or whatever you believe in. Because I understand and I respect some people don't believe in God. I do. But for those that don't, whatever you believe in, there is nothing that can stop you from dwelling in that purpose but you being disobedient and not doing what you need to do. And when I say disobedient, I'm saying, yes, it's hard, it sucks. I don't like going to therapy sometimes myself. I don't want to sit there and talk to nobody, but I know that the more I do it, the more that I can learn to, deal with this emotion, understand why I'm feeling this way and that way and what have you. So I encourage you guys to please continue to tune in. I have so many things in store for my channel. I'm just to the moon with it. I'm working on my consistency. Every Monday, you can tune in here at 3 p.m. for Mental Health Mondays. Wednesday and Fridays are for vlog and just regular videos. So please continue to check me out. Please continue to support the dream, people. Support it. As I've stated, I just really hope to be a wealth of information. I hope to provide as much information as possible to you guys. And yes, so Minority Mental Health Month is over as of July, but it's always a pleasure to share the mental health life with others, because mental health is big, just like any physical health issue. Let's break the stigmas. No, you are not crazy. No, who doesn't have problems? No, you're not less than because you go get therapy or seek a psychiatrist. No, you are none of that. You are brilliant because you decided to take a step to help yourself and to deal with whatever is causing you to have an adjustment in your mental health. So guys, please see the down description bar to check out all my other videos for my Mental Health Monday series. Check out the description box below for any type of mental health information. I have linked information for everyone, for veterans, for minorities, for anyone who need help. If you are having a suicide issue, information is in the description box below. Check out those resources. Pick up the phone, call, and if anything, if you're struggling and you don't know how to basically get to where you need to get to, I'm always available in my inbox. So until next Monday, bye.